Alexandra, so many emotions right now. First of all, no one wants to have to play against an injured player. I am sure your heart is breaking for Coco right now.
Yes. First and foremost, I want to say Happy Women's Day, everybody. Bear with me because I have a lot to say. I want to say thank you to all the incredible women who have paved the way and who have advocated for themselves and for other women. Among them is Coco. So thank you, Coco, for being an amazing competitor and amazing role model. And I really hope that everything is well and you will recover soon. I also want to say Happy Women's Day to my mom, who is there in the stands. I want to thank her for being the amazing woman that she is and for helping me become the woman that I am. And that goes to all mothers.
Hold up. Everything you think you know about tennis just got turned completely upside down. What I'm about to show you is going to make your jaw hit the floor so hard you'll need a chiropractor. Because the impossible just happened, and the tennis world is in complete chaos right now. Yesterday, I warned you that Alexandra Eala wasn't just playing tennis. She was hunting. I told you that Coco Gauff was walking into something she had never experienced before. But even with all my sources, all the whispers from inside the tour, I never imagined it would be this devastating. I never thought we'd witness a complete mental breakdown of this scale. What's staring back at you from this screen isn't just a tennis result. It's the birth certificate of a new era and the death warrant of everything you thought you knew about women's tennis. Right now, as I'm recording this, commentators are scrambling to find words. American broadcasters are sweating through their makeup, desperately trying to protect their golden child with corporate speak about minor issues and precautionary steps. They're feeding you lies because the reality is too brutal for their sponsors to handle. Look at those French words burning bright in the corner, victoire par forfait. Gauff didn't just lose to Alexandra Eala. The number 4 player in the world, America's tennis princess, literally walked off the court and quit while trailing 6 games to 2 and 2 games to 0 in the second set. This wasn't a tennis defeat. This was a psychological execution so complete, so thorough, that Gauff chose to abandon the match in front of her home crowd rather than endure another minute in that nightmare. She packed up and fled like her life depended on it. Now let me break down exactly how this massacre unfolded, because these numbers will haunt your dreams. Start with the most insane statistic ever recorded in professional tennis history. Eala's first serve percentage. 96%. Your brain probably can't even process that number because it shouldn't be humanly possible. Elite professionals celebrate hitting 65% of their first serves. 75% means you're having a career day. But Eala stepped onto the biggest stage of her life, facing a hostile crowd that wanted her destroyed, and delivered surgical precision on 96% of her service attempts. 0 double faults. 0 aces needed. She didn't want to overpower Gauff with speed. She wanted to torture her with perfection. Every serve was a perfectly placed nightmare that forced Gauff to start every point scrambling. Eala essentially deleted the concept of mistakes from her game. She became a machine programmed for one purpose: the complete mental destruction of America's sweetheart. Now flip to Gauff's side and witness the collapse. 7 double faults in just 10 games before she mysteriously discovered an injury. The pressure was literally melting her nervous system in real time. You could see the panic spreading across her face as she kept looking to her coaching box for answers that didn't exist. But here's the stat that proves Eala is a tactical genius. Gauff actually served 83% first serves, which is excellent for her. Normally that percentage guarantees she destroys her opponent, but she only won 34% of those points. Think about what that means. Gauff was unleashing her absolute best serves, her heaviest weapons, and Eala was catching them like slow pitches before crushing them back for winners. The disrespect was so profound it shattered Gauff's entire identity. Her biggest strength became completely useless. She was firing missiles at a titanium wall that kept hitting them back twice as hard. Eala won 25 return points in 10 games, meaning she was living inside Gauff's service games, reading her mind, knowing where every serve was headed before it left her racket. Then came the run that ended everything. Gauff's maximum consecutive games won. She could never string together any momentum whatsoever. But Eala, 7 straight games against the US Open champion. After falling behind 2-0 early, Eala simply downloaded Gauff's entire strategy and then refused to let her win another game for the rest of the night. Picture being Gauff in that moment of pure terror. Down 3-2, telling yourself it's fine. Then 4-2, and the crowd goes silent. 5-2 after another double fault, and suddenly your arm weighs 1,000 pounds. You're supposed to be the billboard queen, Serena's heir, the hardcore princess. Instead, you're on a 7-game losing streak to a 31st seed who's looking at you like you're just another speed bump on her path to glory. That's when Gauff's brain pulled the emergency brake. She realized if she stayed on that court, she wasn't just losing a tennis match, she was about to get historically obliterated on international television. A 6-2, 6-0 beatdown that would live forever in the record books and destroy her aura permanently. So she chose the escape hatch. Better to have people question her health than prove definitively that Alexandra Eala is simply the superior player. The media will spend weeks selling you stories about ankle tweaks and stomach bugs and dehydration. But everyone in that locker room knows the truth. You don't forfeit a match this massive in front of your home sponsors unless your mental resolve has been completely vaporized. Gauff looked across at Eala starting the second set, saw her standing there completely relaxed and unbothered, ready to land another 96% of her serves, and her nervous system hit the panic button. The WTA locker room right now is in absolute meltdown mode. Their chosen champion just crumbled without a fight. She surrendered. The final line of defense against the Nadal Academy's ultimate creation just collapsed entirely. For years, this tour has been about pure aggressive power, but Eala just absorbed the best power tennis America had to offer and returned it with such mechanical perfection that she forced a Grand Slam champion into emotional submission. No more excuses exist. No more narratives about inexperience or lucky streaks. Alexandra Eala has officially conquered tennis. She's got Nadal's psychotic mental strength coursing through her veins, an entire nation screaming for blood behind her, and a level of serving perfection the sport has never witnessed before. The establishment is finished. The old guard has been violently overthrown. The American media's stranglehold on superstardom is broken forever. The crown has been seized by force, and a new queen rules the WTA. That impossible 96% serving display just announced the arrival of tennis royalty, and there's nobody left who can stop her march to total domination.